Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV. Today, the 20th day in the month of August 2022. I am Moriwe Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. FG will soon unveil big men behind oil theft, says Garba Shehu. Foreign flight withdrawal, reps summons finance, aviation ministers, orders. Ignore report of voluntary retirement over corruption, army spokesman. Strike, ASU faction seeks liberalization of varsity academics union. Minister 8 brutalized journalist security men in Abuja. Gunmen attacked EXU students in their hostel. And to foreign story, Russian-Ukraine war, more hardship coming, experts alert Nigerians. And to sports, Nigeria versus Netherlands, Falcon 18 news, kick-off time and possible lineup. More details from the news shortly. The Senior Special Assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on Media and Publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, said that the federal government will soon reveal the identities of important personalities behind oil theft in Nigeria. The presidential spokesman said as part of effort to rid the country's economy from sabotage of greedy fuel, security operatives had raided locations where illegal oil bunkering thrive. Speaking on Trust TV, the Senior Special Assistant to President hinted that there might be cases of some law enforcement agents engaging in the illegal act, but said new measures were being taken to put a stop to it. Shehu added that it was embarrassing for Nigeria to meet up with the quota given to it by the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. We used to fight the OPEC for more quotas. Now they have given us and we are not able to meet up. This is embarrassing. Security agencies are fully involved in stopping this act. I am hopeful that in the next few days, the Office of the National Security Advisor will be presenting to the country big men who are promoters of this kind of business as they are being caught and illegal refineries are being bumped out. And to the next story. To resolve the crisis in the aviation sector and halt the withdrawal of foreign flights, especially by Emirates Airlines, the leadership of the House of Representatives Friday invited all stakeholders to a meeting. The notice of the meeting was conveyed in a statement by the clerk of the House of Representatives, Dr. Yahya Denzaria Clark. Specifically, those invited to the meeting were the Minister for Finance, CBN Governor, Special Advisor to the President on Ease of Doing Business, the Minister for Aviation, and the DG NCAA. Others included the country rep Ayata, the Emirate Country Manager, Chairman, Aviation Committee, House of Representatives Chairman, Banking and Currency, House of Representatives, and the Chairman, Finance Committee, House of Representatives. And to the next story from the Army. The Nigerian Army NA on Saturday dismissed social media report that its officers are proceeding on voluntary retirement due to alleged corruption, poor service conditions, and low morale. Onyema Nwachukwu, Director, Army Public Relations, in a statement, described the report as a concoction of the imagination of the unrepentant enemies of the nation and mischief makers. He said such false reports should be outrightly discontinued by the public, adding that a subjective and unethical report is a distraction, an attempt at dampening the moral and fighting will of the loyal, dedicated and patriotic fighting force of the Nigerian Army. And to the ASU strike. From another angle, a faction of striking academic staff union of universities, ASU, has called for liberalization of university academic unions to end incessant strike in the nation's public universities. To this end, the faction operating under the aegis of Congress of University Academics, CONUA, has appealed to the federal government through the Ministry of Labor and Employment to immediately register it as a trade union just like ASU, saying such development would break the monopoly being currently enjoyed by ASU. The group accused ASU of using strike as only tool to resolve its issues with the government, said such development must stop, as according to it, there were many ways of resolving issues. National Coordinator of CONUA, Dr. Niyu Sumonu, who led executive members of the group to a press conference Friday in Abuja, said ASU's consistent strike has caused more harm than good in the university academic system. In case you're just joining, you are watching the world news from BGI TV. Pandemonium erupted on Thursday evening when overzealous operatives attached to the Minister of State for the Federal Capital Territory, Ramatu Tijani Aliyu, attacked a journalist and the security details at the National Secretariat of the All Progressive Congress, APC, in Abuja. The incident occurred after Tijani, who earlier arrived for a meeting, was driving out of the party headquarters amid the heavy blaring of sirens by our security aides. Trouble started when a security detail to the minister slapped the chief security officer manning the main gates of the APC secretariat for not being quick enough to order his boys to open the gate after seeing Tijani stepped out of the premises. The action infuriated other police officers and the security men at the secretariat, who rose to the challenge at the gates. The war of words, which soon degenerated into a free-for-all, caused a traffic gridlock that started from the party secretariat to Blantyre Street, leaving motorists stranded. In the midst of the chaos, an NTA journalist, Mohammed Baba, who was assigned to cover events at the party secretariat, was caught in the crossfire between the opposition side. And an attack at a university in Nigeria. Ekiti State Police Command has arrested some gunmen suspected to be armed robbers for robbing students of Ekiti State University, Ado-Ekiti, of their valuables. The same attackers also reportedly stormed the premises of a hotel in Ado-Ekiti and vandalized the power transformer sited there. The public relations officer of the command, Sunday Abutu, said this in a statement. However, the statement did not specify whether the students were attacked in a private hostel outside the campus or in the hostel on the university campus. The statement reads, the command received a complaint through petition that a group of armed hoodlums invaded Victoria Hotel in Iworoko, Ekiti on 27/6/2022, vandalized their power transformer and carted away vital parts such as insulators, copper wires, and other parts valuable means 2,500,000 naira. The armed hoodlums held 3 students of Ekiti State University private and captive in the room within the hostel and forcefully collected their phones and other valuables. From that story, we'll go to the foreign story. As countries, including Nigeria, continue to record rising inflationary rates occasioned by the Russian-Ukrainian war, foreign affairs experts in Nigeria have predicted that citizens will experience more hardship in the month ahead unless the warring countries resist the war between the two countries. A former Minister of Foreign Affairs and Professor of Political Science, Bolaji Akinyemi, and a former Director General of Nigeria Institute of International Affairs, NIIA, Professor Bola Akinteriwa, who spoke in separate interviews with The Guardian, therefore urged Nigerians to brace up for the challenges ahead. They, however, blamed the federal government for its failure to prepare for uncertainties like the Russia-Ukraine war, which has strained its economy and pushed more households into poverty following the rising cost of living. Figures released by the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, last Tuesday showed that Nigeria's inflation rate has defied monetary tightening, hitting 19.64% in July, a level not seen in over 1.5 decades. Moving on to the last story from the world news this hour, sports story. Nigeria under-20 ladies will be aiming to book their spot in the semi-finals of the ongoing FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup when they lock arms with the Netherlands ladies on Sunday night in Costa Rica. The Falconets will be going into Sunday's quarterfinal game against the Netherlands after their remarkable 3-1 win over Canada in their last outing in the tournament. And Christopher Danjuma's ladies will be looking for another all-important victory on Sunday to progress to the next phase of the competition. The Falconets of Nigeria will be going into Sunday's game against the Netherlands with no injury or suspension worries, and the coach is expected to name a very strong squad for the game, where all the first-team players are expected to retain their respective spots. The likes of Sebastian, Jerry, and Olise are all expected to return to the starting lineup of the team on Sunday night against the Netherlands, after they were not included in the starting team sheet against Canada. Possibly Oyono Oshobukola, Demeni, Sebastian, Onyenezize, Amoho, Idoko, Omuro, Alani, Olise, and Jerry coming from the lining up and kickoff start the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup quarterfinal encounter between Nigeria and the Netherlands is expected to kick off at exactly 11:30 p.m. Nigerian time on Sunday. That's conclude the world news from BGI TV. Before we go, a quick wrap up from the top major stories. FG will soon unveil big men behind oil thefts, says Garba Shehu. Foreign flight withdrawal, Rep summons finance, aviation ministers, orders. And we brought to you from the sport angle, Nigeria versus Netherlands, Falconet team news, kick-off time and possible lineup against the Netherlands. Victory awaits Super Falconets of Nigeria from BGI TV, as Nigerians would love to see them victorious. For more updates on our YouTube handle, the handle is Babagide Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our updates. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For other placements of your goods and services, coverage of events and function, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. Good evening and have a wonderful day.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.